Hello and welcome to A Day in the Garden with me, Christina Linder. Today I'm doing some repotting of some houseplants, and I thought that I'd get all fancy and creative. And I wanted to create a little bit of a wall hanging on this piece of wood I found in the woods. So what I've done is I've drilled 2 holes here, and I've strung a little string through so that I can hang it on the wall later on. And I've fastened a cup hook there as well. And what I'm going to do, because I have this staghorn fern, and these are really quite cool. They live naturally in growing on other trees. They are a type of a parasite, I guess. And what we're going to do here is we're going to make him a little pouch out of this core. This is coconut fiber, and these mats are used to line hanging baskets, moss baskets. So I'm going to start by just cutting a strip that is basically long enough that it will go around the root ball of the plant. And I'm going to take the plant and I'm going to layer him with the core, the coconut fiber. And I'm going to secure that by just wrapping it with this wire I got. This is bind wire. It's something florists use. And if you speak with your local florist, they might be able to sell you some. Or you can use any other string you want. And I'm just going to wrap this around. The whole idea here, because you can also do these kinds of projects just attaching them to a piece of wood. But the problem with that is that when you go to water it, you have now a wet piece of wood on the wall, and that's going to stain. So I'm just making a little loop on the back here, and I'm going to wrap it a little bit more. I'm going to tuck the bottoms in, give it another little wrap. And this way, with it being in a separate pouch, my thinking is that you can now take it off the wood for watering purposes and let it drain in the sink before you put it back again. So there, a little bit more wrapping, and then on the back I'm securing it. Look at that. This is basically like a long twist tie. It's very easy to work with. And then, just to make it look a little bit more interesting, you certainly don't have to do this, but you can if you want. This is some green moss, and I'm just going to wrap that over top like that. And it doesn't have to be particularly fancy. You just want to make sure it doesn't fall off. Like that. And then on the very back, I'm going to secure this now. Don't cut wire with scissors. These scissors are pair of scissors that I particularly use for wires and things like that, so I wouldn't use regular scissors for that. I'm going to secure this so it doesn't move like that. It's not an exact science. And then basically that's done, and I want this to sort of sit right here. So now I have to make sure that I have a little loop on the back that I can hang it from that cup hook from. So take a little bit more of that. I'm going to double it over, and I'm going to make just a little bit of a loop like that. Twist it a couple of times so it's secure, and find the back, center back, and fasten that on the front with a twist. There. And you could also, if you wanted to decorate this further, you could put a little bit of a mossy stick on there or something like that. You're limited only by your own imagination. And then you're going to take that little loop and hook it on there. And there's your little wall hanging with a little staghorn fern. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has inspired you a little bit to try something fun and different. You can, of course, use any kind of a tropical plant that you want to use for this. And then to water it, you just take that off. You soak it, make sure it's well saturated, and you leave it in the sink to drip dry so that you're not dripping water on your wall, and you're good to go. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Thanks for watching A Day in the Garden with me, Christina Linder.